Well, I'm beginning to play around with creating this cover for this large fabric art book that I have made this year. And these are my first two fabrics that I'm auditioning for the cover. I love the pattern and the look of this. And then this is a little fancier over here, kind of pretty too. And this is just a woven fabric here and this, you know, kind of thinking about the spine of it here, reinforcing, thickening that up, making a little bit of fiber art through there. Got to turn this piece around. I just realized that I've got it upside down. That won't work. And but anyway, I wanted to give you a glimpse of the very, very, very beginning of the cover for this book, and let you see where my mind is at right now. And as I go along and get more done on this, I will definitely be adding it to this video until we can complete it and get a complete flip through of that large book. It's just beautiful. I think you will love it. Okay, till next time. As you can tell, this book cover is going to be big, and I am just getting it started, but I want to do some stitching on it before I, put it, sew it together and insert the signature. So this is going to cover the large challenge Stitchery book that I started the first of the year, and I'm going to be finishing it up this month and next month. I'm going to have it finished this year. So all my signatures are done, and if you want to see what those look like, let me see here. Yeah. Here they are. This is a signature. Here's another signature. Okay. Here's another one. So all these is going to be that thick. Okay. All these are going inside this book cover. And I'll have a complete flip through when I'm done. But I want to bring you along on the process of what I'm doing here, little by little. And like I said, my goal is right now. What I did was I did machine sew this piece down here and the lace down. That is basically where my signature is going to sit, and I wanted it a little extra stronger, so I machine sewed this piece down. The rest, I'm thinking I will be doing it all by hand stitching. There may be one other part I do on the machine, and I'll tell you about that when I get there. This I'm going to be doing, basting this down so I can get these pins out of here, and I'll have to fight those. Otherwise, these are the colors that I have chosen to just do some light stitching, nothing really heavy, just some stitching that outlines basically some of this. And I'll decide how much I want to do as I go on this piece here. Now on the back side, this has machine work on it, bought that way. I don't know if I'll leave that alone. I'm thinking that I will, but you know me. I can change my mind on a dime, so we'll get this basted and we'll go from there, okay? Stay tuned. Don't you love when you're working on a big project or a project that's going to take you a while? And in the case of my Stitchery book, I've worked all year on this book in 2024. And but don't you just love it when you're doing a project like that, when you can see the end in sight and you start working on that last leg. And for me, the last leg in this project is the book cover itself. And this is a large book, so again, this is a big cover. Now, I did the pink thread here. I just basted it down so I could do some stitching on this side, which is actually the front of the book, and without the pins. And I am also, excuse me, doing some stitching on this so that I can get rid of the pins too. Now, I found a thread that was a really nice match for this. And what I am doing, let me show you, let me bring you down. In the stem area, I have chose to just make some little stitching across, running in the stem area, and that is catching quite a bit. Okay, so I will be going around and getting all the little connected stems, and then I've got a large stem coming up through here, and then out through here, and that will secure the backside to this batting layer well, and I can get through rid of the pins that way too. Okay, and now this book is going to have, this is the outside layer, this is the batting layer, and then I will have, let me get here somewhere, where to go? The actual inside will be this quilted eyelet fabric, and it has a thin layer of batting that it's quilted to, so it will have a double layer of batting, which will give the book cover some substantial feel to it, and I think that will make a nice just inside cover for it also. The spine area, I put this second layer of fabric, and then I put a layer of lace, and so it's beginning to really feel more substantial. Now, before I put the other eyelet batting on here, I'm probably going to come in with a piece of fabric down here, right down the spine, and then that over that to build the strength of that spine, because it is what you handle so much, and it's also what I'm going to be sewing the signatures through, so I don't want it to be real loose and pull and stretch, so I'm going to be strengthening that up. Okay, that's up to par where I am right now, and like I said, I'm working on sewing these stitching in these stems here so that I can get this beautiful piece here attached down. Now, I chose the color I did, which was a real nice complementary color, because it already had a beautiful pattern and beautiful embroidery, machine embroidery work done on the fabric when it was bought that way. And I didn't want to detract from that. And so I think I'm doing good. I think what I'm doing, again, you can see, I think actually it's adding a little interest, but not taking away from the whole. And staying in the same color tone, I think is just beautiful. So that's where I'm going with that. Okay, I'll stitch some more of this, and then when I get a little further along, we'll get back together and see what I've been doing. Well, I've done a little bit more here. I've definitely gone around the outside and put a stitch on to hold the batting and the
fabrics together for sure. And I said earlier, I've done some decorative stitching in the stems here, which I will finish up, that will secure this piece to the batting. This has been machine sewn again because I want it to be a little stronger, and I am going to reinforce on the inside another piece of fabric down this spine area, because this right here is the center of the spine area. When the book folds over, it will fold something like that, okay? And but because it's fat, of course, this whole part here will be basically a spine. Now what I'm trying to do here is I really want my cover not to be so busy. The inside pages are super chaotically busy. And so I wanted the cover to be a little more simpler, but I do want some stitching on it. So I'm just coming in on this. I love this piece, and I love the colors and the design, and I thought I would just do a little outlining on these designs, and nothing real heavy. And here you can see that on this branch type thing. Let me bring you down. On this branch part here, I've done a little outlining stitch along there, and I'm going to come back and do this one here, and then catch this one down here, just to bring a little attention to it, but not, you know, stitching all over the place on this cover. And for one thing, like I said, I love the fabric just like it is, so I don't want to manipulate it too much and change the whole look of it, okay? I'm not going to do a bunch of more embellishment besides that on the back, because I really would like someone to pick up this book and think, well, you know, this is nice. It's kind of just simple. But when they open the pages up, everything explodes in color and texture and stitching and all of that. So that's kind of the surprise that I want them to get. They won't know by the cover what waits for them in the pages of the book. So that's what I'm doing here, and I don't know how long this is going to take me. You know, it's going to take me a little while, but I don't know how long exactly. I'm just doing a little, like on this branch thing here, I'm just doing a straight stitching, but kind of doing a slanted stitch along. It's not just a straight line here. Let's see what is going on here. Okay. And it's kind of curved. Let me bring you back up. Whoops. See what I'm doing here. I'm following the lines okay, but they're not even, and so I'm just kind of laying these stitches in here along that line, a little bit of a slant, just to simulate some of that curvature and texture on that stem bark. Okay, go up on that one. Something like that just gives it a little texture, but outlines it well. You can see it so much better now. And I can go over my basting threads because they are big and loose, and they'll come out fine. You can make this stitch, you know, as long or as short as you want it. Tighten it up wherever you need it to be. Okay, that's that little section right there, which is good enough, I think, for that. And I don't know, I may go up in here and just do a little. Let me turn it around. Just go ahead and do a little stitch along the side here, so it can be seen a little better. Nothing, again, too heavy. Going to kind of just follow the pattern itself. Where it puts a little color, I'll put a little color. And you can see that my threads, I'm staying within the tones of the piece itself. I'm not trying to add any additional colors to this cover fabric. We'll see how this looks when I get done, and you know, if I need to come back and put some more, I can do that. Okay, we'll probably go ahead and go down this side of this stem. Just doing a running back stitch here right now. Okay, again, that's enough to just pull out that section. Just pull it out a little bit. Bring back down. You can. It just emphasizes the design a little bit, but at first glance, people wouldn't really realize that's thread. They would just think it's the fabric, and that's really the look that I want. Okay, so I'll be doing that, and then as I get ready, I'll finish stitching this front part. I will show it to you, and then we will start putting in the inside section, deciding whether I want any pockets in there or not, and at that point, okay? So, all right, you stay with me with this. We're going to be finishing up this challenge, Perfectly Imperfect large slow stitching book challenge that I did for 2024. We're going to be finishing up this project in the next few weeks, and so if you started yours, please let me know how you're doing. All right, okay, stay with me here.